A new law aimed at eliminating prescription pads is in place this morning in one of the country's biggest states. The law took effect in New York yesterday. Most doctors could face stiff fines if they do not issue prescriptions electronically. Last year, about 1.4 billion e-prescriptions were sent directly to pharmacies. That's up from around 1 billion in the previous year. Our Dr. Holly Phillips is with us. Holly, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie.
So in New York, they're going to be forced to send. Many places you can do it voluntarily.
Yeah, you absolutely. It's available in most states. New York is the first to make it mandatory with penalties if you don't do e-prescribing. So really, this is the second part of a law that passed in New York State back in 2012. It's called iStop. It's the Internet System for Tracking Overprescribing. The first part of the law just gave doctors better visibility into who was getting prescribed what drugs. It cut down a little bit on doctor shopping, right? So if you wanted to prescribe a controlled substance, a painkiller like Vicodin, Percocet, Ambien, anything along those lines, you could look at the computer and see if the patient had been prescribed something like that recently. Now, the new part of the law just took effect yesterday. It is dramatic. It gets rid of the prescription pad altogether. Paper prescriptions will not be accepted at any pharmacies in New York State, and you can't do phoners. You can't call in prescriptions either.
So what did authorities see or doctors see that made them think we need to change the laws here?
Right. Well, you know, really, paper prescriptions at this point can be considered a form of criminal currency. They could be stolen. They could be forged. In some cases, they were bought and sold. A doctor might write a prescription for 8 pills, and patients were able to just add a little 1 there and change it to 18 pills. So the idea here is that if you get rid of all the paper prescriptions, you can get rid of some of that forgery. It goes directly to a pharmacy. You have software, you sit down, you order the prescription for the patient. It goes directly to their pharmacy, and there's no paper in between.
The president of the AMA said it's okay to suggest they do this, but they should never make it mandatory.
Right. I see that perspective in that it actually is really time intensive, and I'm finding it laborious. But there are other benefits to it. For instance, doctors are notorious for having bad handwriting.
Yeah.
I like to think I'm not a part of that, but I am. And so by doing it on the computer, you can cut down on some of those, on some of those errors just from poor handwriting.
Is there the concern, though? The first thing that jumped out to me was this idea of we start putting this online electronically of hacking and that becoming a whole new issue instead of stealing the prescription pad.
100%. I mean, I think we all have that concern. There will always be people who try to game the system. But there are some safeguards in place. So, for instance, to prescribe controlled substances, first, you have to go into your software with your DEA number, the regular way you prescribe anything. But then there's a separate key fob system. It's a token, and the numbers change every 30 seconds. So you have to put those numbers in as well. For someone really to steal your information and be able to prescribe in your name, they'd have to get both of those steps done. It would be a little challenging.
So they have to work really hard to break the law. All right.
Which is a good thing.
It is a good thing. Thank you, Holly Phillips.